friends, Miss Megan here. Thank you for joining me for our last online summer reading session of Animal Tales with Miss Megan. So I figured we'd have a fun theme to end with. It's dragons, which technically still fits in our Tales and Tales theme because dragons do have tails. So we're going to read some fun dragon books. And I'm going to show you a really fun dragon craft at the end. Now it's a little tricky if you need to fold it on your own at home. If you don't come in and get the grab-and-go bags, which I've folded already for you, you're going to make a puppet. So stay tuned if you need to download the templates and coloring page because I need to show you just a little bit of work how to do it. So the first book we're going to read is called I Will Not Eat You. It's kind of a silly story by Adam Lehrhaupt, and it's illustrated by Scott Magoon, and it is a Paula Wiseman book. I thought it was funny. I've never read it before, so I thought we'd try a new book. Theodore lived in a cave. It was a quiet cave, and that's the way he liked it. One morning, a bird flew up in the cave. It tweeted and squawked at Theodore. Tweet, 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 squawk, squawk, squawk. And Theodore thought, does it want me to eat it? But Theodore wasn't hungry. Go away, silly bird, he whispered. I will not eat you. The bird flew away. See, here he goes. Later, a wolf jogged up to the cave. It howled at Theodore. Ow! And Theodore thought, perhaps should I eat it? But Theodore wasn't hungry. Go away, loud wolf, he grunted. I will not eat you. So the wolf jogged away. That afternoon, a tiger ran up to the cave and it growled at Theodore. Grrr. And Theodore thought, should I eat it? But Theodore still wasn't hungry. Go away, ugly tiger, he huffed. I will not eat you. The tiger ran away. And you can see Theodore just sitting there. That evening, a boy galloped up to the cave. The boy roared at Theodore. Rah! Seriously? Thought Theodore. I should eat it. Theodore was getting hungry. Don't bother me, pesky boy, he bellowed, or I will eat you. The boy did not go away. He roared again. This upset Theodore. The boy poked. Do you see him poking his nose? That's it, Theodore snarled, and Theodore chased the boy. I will eat you. It looks like they're crashing all through the forest. And then until the boy fell down. But before Theodore could gobble him up, something unexpected happened. The boy laughed. Ha 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 ha. And that made Theodore laugh. Ha 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 ha. And it's hard to eat someone when you're sharing a laugh. Theodore still lived in a cave, but now the cave was extra quiet because Theodore was outside playing. I can always eat it later, thought Theodore. And that's the end of I Will Not Eat You. I thought it was fun that they ended up making friends. The next book is called The Best Pet of All, and it's about a boy who wants a dragon as a pet and his strategy to get one, which I thought was pretty creative. So it's The Best Pet of All by David LaRochelle, illustrated by Hanako Wakiyama, and it is published by Dutton Children's Books. On Monday, I asked my mother if I could get a dog. A dog is a good pet, I said. No, she said, dogs are too messy. On Tuesday, I asked my mother if I could get a dog. A dog is a very good pet, I said. No, she said, dogs are too loud. On Wednesday, I asked my mother if I could get a dog. A dog is the best pet of all, I said. No, she said, no dogs. So he was interrupting all her housework to ask for a dog. On Thursday, I asked my mother if I could have a dragon. A dragon? she said. I have never heard of a dragon for a pet. And she thought for a bit. If you can find a dragon, you can keep it for a pet. I think she will regret that. Dragons are not easy to find. There were no dragons in the park, there were no dragons at the beach, there were no dragons in the wood, and there were no dragons at the zoo. At last, I found a dragon. The dragon was at the drugstore. He was wearing dark glasses and a hat. I asked the dragon to come home with me. The dragon said no. You can sleep in my bed, I said. He still would not come. You can play with my toys, I said. The dragon said yes, so that's what clinched it. The dragons like to play with toys, but they do not like to put them away. They do not like to help with chores, and they make a mess in the kitchen. And they roast hot dogs in the living room. And they dance to loud music all night long. My mother did not like this dragon. She asked the dragon to please leave. The dragon would not go. So then she told the dragon to leave now. The dragon still would not go. Finally, my mother got angry and she stamped her foot and she told the dragon to leave this minute or else. The dragon just shook his head and he went back to eating spaghetti in the bathtub. Too bad we do not have a dog, I said. Dragons do not like dogs. The dragon looked worried. Dragons are afraid of dogs, I said. The dragon began to shake. A dog would chase the dragon away, I said. And the dragon ran to my toy box and jumped inside. Maybe you are right, my mother said. Maybe we need a dog. So I put a sign in the window. Dog wanted. And soon there was a knock at the door. It was a dog. The dragon saw the dog. He grabbed his hat and he ran out the door. See, look at him go. Thank goodness we have a dog, said my mother. A dog is a good pet. And my dog wagged its tail. Do you see? They're giving each other the thumbs up. They knew all along how to get the dog. Yes, I said, a dog is the best pet of all. Haha, surprise, they were in on it all along. So that is how the boy got creative and got a dog. The last book is one of my favorite dragon books called Sloppy Takes the Plunge. Now we've read Sloppy Wants a Hug before, and this is the second book in the series. And I just love Sloppy. He's a very cute dragon. So it's called Sloppy Takes the Plunge by Sean Julian. It's published by North South Books. Are you having fun, Sloppy? Dewdrop asked. Jumping in puddles and getting muddy is always fun, Sloppy replied. It's not as much fun as having a big hug, though. The first book, he really wanted a hug. I can't hug you, said Dewdrop. Why not? Because you're all mucky. Only a little bit, Sloppy moaned. You're covered in mud, said Dewdrop. I think you need to have a bath. Tree dragons don't take baths. Being mucky is what being a tree dragon is all about. You've never had a bath? Never, said Sloppy proudly. Well, it's about time that you did, said Dewdrop. You never know. You might enjoy it. I won't, Sloppy replied. Dewdrop smiled. How would you know if you've never tried it? I can't have a bath in there. There might be sharks or crocodiles waiting to nibble my toes. There are only fish in this pond, and I'm sure they'll quickly swim away when you get in. Do you see what's coming down over the ridge? A mama duck and her babies. It looks like you're not the only one afraid of taking their first bath, said Dewdrop. The little ducklings were scared and would not follow their mommy into the water. Quack, quack, quack. And they're saying, sharks, crocodiles, oh no. I'm sure there's nothing to be afraid of, said Sloppy. What if I go first to show you that it's all safe? So he's being a good friend to the ducklings. Sloppy was still a little afraid, so he checked out the pool for anything that might want to nibble his toes. And then he bravely took his first bath ever. And when they saw that Sloppy was being brave, the ducklings, one by one, took their first bath too. And Sloppy found getting clean was nearly as much fun as getting muddy. So when all the mud was washed away, Sloppy had to admit he felt amazing. Well done, Sloppy. You were very brave and you helped the ducklings find their courage. I was very brave, wasn't I? Said Sloppy, smiled. Dewdrop gave her newly clean friend a big hug. And Sloppy gave Dewdrop a great big gooey lick, which is what happened in the first book. Yuck. I think it's my turn to have a bath, said Dewdrop. Can I have a bath too? Sloppy asked. But you're not mucky, Dewdrop replied. Uh-oh. Not yet, said Sloppy. And do you see what he did? He jumped right into that mud puddle to get all sloppy mucky again. So he said, not yet, said Sloppy, before jumping into the biggest puddle of mud he could find. And that's the end of Sloppy Takes the Plunge. So he was a very good friend, got all nice and clean and showed ducklings the way to do it. So for your craft this week, we're going to make a dragon hand puppet. And if you come in and get the kit, it will already be pre-folded for you. So, you get some eyes and some horns. You'll get the mouth and the teeth and the wings and the tails, and the body will already be folded for you. And then if you have to download it, we have the template and the coloring page. And if you stay tuned, I will give you better instructions on how to fold the green paper to make up the body for your dragon. So, imagine that this paper is your green paper. You're going to make a smaller first fold, and then you're going to fold in the other side to meet it. So along this red line, you're going to fold it first. And then, now see where this orange line is? That's where that other fold is going to be, because you're going to tuck it under to meet where that red line is. So it is about 1.5 inches to 1 inch there. You just need a little bit of an overlap. And then now you have a long rectangle. So this is where you're going to accordion fold it to make the shape of the mouth. So all you do is you're going to fold it in half, and then you can kind of see the mouth is starting. And then you fold it back on itself, the top, and then you fold it back on itself again, like that, and that gives you 2 holes at the top and the bottom to put your thumb and your hand into for your dragon, just like that. You can see how my thumb and my finger are in it, and then this is where you glue your teeth and your mouth. This is where you glue your eyes. And if you put your horns just on the inside, keep in mind you have to have space for your fingers and your hand to go to make your dragon's mouth go up and down. So that is how you fold your dragon puppet. So that is how you fold the green paper for your dragon puppet's body. And then you have all of the different parts to add, the eyes, the horns, the wings, and the tail. I hope that you have a lot of fun with your dragon puppet and that you've had a lot of fun this summer. Make sure you check out the last week of Storytime programming online and all of our to-go packets. Get in your last-minute beads and stickers through August. And I hope that you have had a blast this summer, and I hope to see you soon. Bye, friends.